Alrighty, let's get started. Welcome everyone to the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Chelsea and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so panelists cannot see or hear you, but you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to the presenters at any time. This is one of many sessions happening today, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Virginia. Without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, and that's going to be Old Dominion University.
Excellent. Thank you, Chelsea. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Clayton Lott, and I am an admissions counselor here at Old Dominion University, located in Norfolk, Virginia. So we are a residential campus dropped into a metropolitan city, but surrounded by a coastal playground, which gives perks and pros when it comes to hands-on learning with our internships and shadowing opportunities, but also a great time to spend with your friends when it comes to social events and spending time at the beach and the rivers that go directly through our campus. We were founded in the year of 1930 as the Norfolk campus of the College of William and Mary. We didn't become ODU, Old Dominion University, until 1969. Since then, we've grown and we are always looking to bring new resources and opportunities to our students. And you'll see this campus transform on a year-to-year basis when you become a monarch yourself. Overall, we have 24,000 students at ODU. Now, this number would reflect our undergraduate students, our graduate students, and our online student body. On an average day, you would only find anywhere between 11 to 12,000 students, with about 6,000 students living immediately on our campus. We have 7 academic colleges here, an honors college, of course, a graduate school, and the School of Cybersecurity. That's a new program that's being brought to our campus. We have 35 Chev award-winning professors at the campus. And this award is the most prestigious award that a professor or faculty member can obtain, and it's given out by the State Council of Higher Education. So you'll be able to partner with our professors, and they truly are there for you and your success. And we encourage students to develop those relationships with their professors starting day one, right, in your first semester as a college student. We have a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and 91 degree options to choose from. And they really range and vary based on your interests, your career goals, your aspirations, right? We do have a multitude of different STEM programs to pursue. We typically graduate the second most STEM-aged students in the state of Virginia, but we have a lot of students who pursue business programs and other programs as well. In terms of involvement in student life, we have over 300 student organizations here at Old Dominion University, and they really range based on those that may coincide with your current program or those that are there just as extracurricular activities to enjoy with your friends and meeting new folks on the campus. I've joined a organization learning how to do different Latin dances and learned early on that I have zero rhythm whatsoever, but I just really experienced, just exposing myself to new opportunities, and that's what you all should be doing in your college experience, no matter what school you decide to attend. So we have over 300 clubs to pursue here. And of course, we have Greek life. We have Greek life, over 300 fraternities and sororities. When you're living on campus, every residence hall has their own perks and pros. If you're living on Whitehurst Hall, you're facing the Elizabeth River. There's a pier that goes out into that body of water. Sunsets are phenomenal. If you're in the center of campus, there are about 3 to 4 freshman residence halls to choose from, and they are in close proximity to the gym and in close proximity to our Broderick Dining Commons, which is only one of the 17 dining locations on the campus. Within Broderick Dining Commons, there are about 7 different styles of eating. It's buffet style. You can eat as much as you want, and you can stay there as long as you would like. Now, what steps do you need to take to become a monarch yourself? Of course, you would need to apply. You can apply through our website, odu.edu/apply, or you can use the common application, that one-stop shop where you can use one application to be sent to dozens of schools, both in-state and out-of-state. Our deadlines are listed here. The early action deadline is December 1st. When you submit that application to us by that date, your application is viewed as priority, and we usually will be able to review your app by the holiday season. And of course, we always accept applications after that early action deadline. What items will we need from you on your end? If you apply the traditional way, we would request your official high school transcript and that official SAT or ACT score. You can also apply as test optional, where we would not request your SAT or ACT exam, and you'll still be considered not only for admission, but also the merit scholarships that we offer students. We're looking at our tuition rates. These are our tuition estimates. This would include you taking 15 credit hours a semester. This would include you having the weekly 21 meal plan for first year freshman students. This does not really include your financial aid. This wouldn't include the merit scholarships you would obtain possibly through the university. If you would like a more in-depth view of your specific tuition, we do have the tuition calculator, which can be found on our website. We are one of the most affordable schools here in the state overall. Now, after looking at the tuition, I'm sure you all are curious, how do I manage that, right? The first thing you'll want to do is to submit your Fafsa. The Fafsa application opened up on October 1st. So you'll want to turn that in as soon as you can. Our financial aid, their priority filing date is January 1st. So when you submit your Fafsa to the ODU financial aid office, they'll be able to get that packaged a lot quicker than usual when you are diving into those financial aid endeavors. We consider students for merit scholarships within the Office of Admissions. We'll be considering your eligibility based on your GPA if you apply as test optional. And if you apply the traditional way, we would use your GPA and those SAT scores. There are other ways to obtain institutional scholarships through our honors college. When you are admitted to the school, you can always submit that. Now, one thing to keep in mind, submitting your activities list is optional, right? But that is an opportunity to obtain other scholarships through the financial aid office. So again, submitting that activities list is extremely encouraged. And without further ado, if you have any questions about ODU, I'll be sticking around in the chat box. Thank you all for your time.
Thanks so much. Okay, next up, we have Eastern Mennonite University.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justice Allen, and I am a first-year admissions counselor for EMU located in Harrisonburg. So going straight into it, as you can see, here's our beautiful campus, and then we're located, as I mentioned, in Harrisonburg, Virginia. It's a prime time location in the state, as it's around 2 hours south of DC and 2 hours west of Richmond, and we have Charlottesville right in the neighboring county, and it's like a great location. Some of the venues here that we like to highlight as well. So we have the George Washington National Forest, which is located just in our backyard. So if any of you guys like hiking, specifically watching sunsets or sunrises, this is the place for you. We also have the Shenandoah National Park. On top of that, with all the other venues as well, we have Skyline Drive, which makes for beautiful sunsets as well. And then we have the Shenandoah River and Macedon Resort, which are two of my favorite. I like Harrisonburg just because I'm able to live in a big city, but at the same time, within 10 minutes, I can be outside doing several recreational activities. A little bit of our student body here. So we are approximately 1,000 students enrolled undergraduate, and then with our graduate programs as well, final out to be 1,800. So a lot smaller of a school, which can be beneficial to students. And then over here on our side here, we can see that our GPA is around a 3.7, but don't let that deter you. If you're well below that, come find me. We work with all students and families. And then if you are well above that, you may qualify for our honors program as well. So as of 2019, we had a big renovation to our Suter Science Center. So for those of you interested in nursing, pre-med, any of those, you'll be glad to see that. And then going into our list of programs and studies, all of our program studies are listed here, with our more popular ones on the side here being nursing, biology, business administration, computer science, engineering, and education. And it's important to note as well that the engineering department was added to that large renovation to the Science Center. Some of our percentages here that we like to highlight. So 97% of our 2020 job-seeking graduates were employed in grad school or volunteering within 1 year of graduation. And then for those of you interested in med school, we're proud to say that our percentages for getting into PA programs, PT school, and med school are well above the national average. And then for our business students as well, 100% of our 2019 accounting grads who sat for the CPA exam passed, and 83% of our interns turned to full-time jobs. So we also like to highlight that professors are mentors who become lifelong friends. So with our median class size being 15 and our student faculty ratio of 10-1, you're definitely getting that hands-on engagement with your professors. It's a very like personal relationship, and everyone at EMU wants to see you thrive. So we also understand that internships and practicums are very important to the college process as well, which of course we have both of those. So specifically with nursing clinicals, our nursing school is very prestigious here at the school. And then with us being smaller, we have the opportunity to have students get hands-on access in the local hospitals by the end of their sophomore year. We also have what's called the Washington Community Scholars Center. So we partner up with this program located in DC. And basically this is a program that you interview with, and then once you're accepted, they find you an internship based on your interests. This eliminates the hassle of trying to find your own internship. And you're doing this while living in the nation's capital, learning more about DC and getting that hands-on experience. This catapults me into our next program, which is our cross-cultural program. So we like to say the more you see, the more you're capable of seeing. And our cross-cultural program is our undergraduate requirement for all students. And it's very typical to, or very similar to another university's study abroad. However, rather than just going to another country and taking classes in another country, you're more or less going somewhere with a group of EMU students and professors and engaging with the culture and learning more about how another country lives whilst taking classes at the same time. Here are some examples of our destinations, and it's important to notice that our Washington Community Scholars Center also fulfills that requirement as well. So community is very, very important to us. So some of our events that we like to highlight are the Fall Fest and Homecoming Weekend. We just had homecoming a couple weekends ago, but most importantly, we have like food trucks, a big homecoming game, a color run, as you can see with this gentleman over here, and then a Royals Ball at the end of the semester. So after students take their finals, the school hosts like a big dance and encourages students to dress up nice just to like celebrate the semester being over. And then some of our regular events, we have what's called Tuesday Trivia, where there's usually a theme where students dress up. And our coffee house just gets like packed up. You can see at the bottom here. And we also have what's theater openings and art gallery openings. These are usually held by students on campus. However, sometimes if we have alumni in the area or someone relevant to Harrisonburg, we'll ask them to open up an exhibit as well. So for campus recreation, all students have access to fitness center, intramurals, and a climbing wall. And here's our full list of clubs and orgs. If you don't see a club or organization that you're involved with on this list, come let me know. It's a very, very easy process to start, just as simple as going to the SGA, signing a petition, and getting your constitution. Here's our full list of student services as well. And also, it's important to note that we are affiliated with the Christian Mennonite Church USA. However, you don't need to be Mennonite or even Christian to thrive and do well at EMU. And we like to make unifying leaders. So Lema Bowie here is a Nobel Peace Prize of 2011 and was also a part of our grad program. Here's our full list of men and women's athletics. So if you are interested in collegiate athletics, fill out this form down here, emuroyals.com/recruits. And if you're not interested in athletics, there's definitely a section for you to just like be a fan. And we like to highlight Rowdy Royals, just a big like rival game. It's also important to notice that all students get financial aid. Our average package is over $37,000 and $20 million was awarded for last year. And finally, the next steps for you all, sending in your high school transcript, we went test score blind, so that's not a requirement anymore. Getting your Fafsa in, and then when you decide EMU is for you, paying the $200 tuition deposit. Thank you.
Wonderful, thanks so much. All right, next up we have the University of Lynchburg.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cameron Morris, and I am a first-year admissions counselor here at the University of Lynchburg. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what the University of Lynchburg is all about and what we have to offer. So, of course, the University of Lynchburg has a population of about 80,000 people. There are a lot of things that we can do in the event in the area, such as we have various food options, as well as we have a lot of entertaining things downtown for our students. For example, there is a roller skating and laser tag place that college students actually can go for $3 on Thursdays for college nights. And if you're a girl like me who loves to get her nails done, you can also get various discounts there as well. A lot of our students also go to Liberty University Snowflakes or go to baseball games where you can actually purchase tickets and discount passes from the University of Lynchburg's hub. So one cool thing about the university is that our class sizes are an average size of 16 and the student faculty ratio is 10-1. So you actually have that connection with your professor. So you can have the opportunity to get to know them and connect with them in order for them to make sure that you are a very successful student in their class. So you don't have to wonder in a huge auditorium, does a professor even know my name? So it is a very opportunities to network with alum and individuals in the career field of the student's choosing. So in 2018, University of Lynchburg actually became a university due to expansion of our graduate programs. As you can see, we have a lot of varieties here for our students to pursue. And another thing that we also implemented was our pathway program. So when you are a first year, you'll have the opportunity to apply for the direct admit pathway program. Basically, this will help you limit your search for graduate schools and can possibly give you a seat in a graduate program prior to you graduating with your bachelor's. So that's also a huge benefit for students to have when it comes to choosing a graduate school. You'll have an interview during our scholarship day, and if you are chosen, you'll automatically have a seat for you waiting when you graduate. So we do offer study abroad trips. Not only do we offer them during your fall and spring semester, but we also offer them during your break. So your spring break, your winter break, and your summer break. So that's always a cool thing. You can also replace one of your college courses with a study abroad trip. So let's say you do not want to take a writing and rich course or Spanish. We do have faculty-led study abroad trips that our students pursue, and we do have grants, scholarships, and financial aid there for you to help you get everything squared away. So, although we are all about our academics, we are not opposed to our students having fun. We have over 70 clubs or organizations. However, if you do not find one that interests you, you can create your own. We've had clubs such as the Sleeping Club, Pokemon Go, Creative Writing. So the list is endless, and we love to see what students can create that can be implemented into their college experience. And you never know, you might find a student or a peer that might have the same interests as you. We also have 10 nationally recognized fraternities and sororities from the IFC, PC, and MPAC councils. We have about 2,000 activities each academic year. And that's also during the pandemic. Of course, we follow CDC guidelines, but we want to make sure that each student has a phenomenal college experience when they're on Hornet. There's also an event called Get Downtown. It is not a University of Lynchburg event. However, it is a Lynchburg, Virginia event. Of course, it is downtown Lynchburg, but the university does provide transportation there. A lot of our students absolutely love this event. They love the experience. They love the free food, the music, the entertainment. It's just a phenomenal experience. We also have an outdoor leadership program. They have about 2 trips each month. So you have the opportunity to be outdoors, have fun, make great friends, and just have a wonderful experience there as well. So, if you are interested in pursuing a athletic sport, we do have a lot of options for you guys. We also have intramural and club sports as well. One thing that I do absolutely love about our athletic department is that they make sure that the student athlete is balanced, so you perform just as well on the court, on the field, as well as you do in the classroom. And all of our faculty and staff work closely with our student athletes to make sure that they are balancing a student athlete, even to the point where if you have an away game the same day as a huge test, they will already make a schedule for you so you can already know how to manage your time when it comes to making up assignments. So, how do you apply for this awesome school, right? So, we have 2 types of applications. We have rolling admissions, and we also have our early decision application. Early decisions, the applications deadline is actually coming up pretty soon on November 15th. That is a binding application, meaning if you apply on this application and you are admitted, you have to withdraw all your applications from other institutions. So, there's only 2 required materials for both applications: the application itself and your high school transcript that can be official or unofficial. Our optional materials essays and letter recommendations. We as admissions counselors love reading the information that you provide us. We love to get to know you. And sometimes even in your essays, we can implement some of your interests into your college curriculum. So let's say you're into like taking pictures. We can put you in a photography class for your art requirement. We are test optional, but we would, if you have taken the test, submit your score because it can help you, it cannot harm you. And you should be receiving a decision from us between 2 to 3 weeks. We try to give you a decision fairly quickly because we know that the anticipation of if I got accepted into the university is very time consuming and is very overwhelming. So we try to give you a decision within 2 to 3 weeks. So one of the coolest things about us is that when you are admitted into University of Lynchburg, you are automatically given a merit scholarship. It is solely based on your GPA. It ranges between $13,000 to $18,000 each academic year. It is not something you apply for. It is a gift from us to you. We also have an event for admitted students known as Scholarship Days. So basically, Scholarship Days is you will register online and you will come onto the University of Lynchburg's campus. You'll meet with a faculty or staff member for an interview. Our goal is to match you up with a faculty or staff member within your major, so you'll already be familiar with at least one faculty member, and you can win between $1,000 to $5,000 each for each year, but you automatically get $1,000 scholarship just for participating. So that's stacked on top of the merit scholarship you're already getting. And then we also have the VTAG grant because we are a private institution, and the award is actually now $4,000 for this academic year. It's not 3520, so that is another thing that's stacked on top of that as well. So we do offer a lot of tours here at the University of Lynchburg. Our tours range between 10, 1, and 3 o'clock. So sign up if you want to come see this amazing campus. And just know that we are trying our best. We put the student first. The student is our priority, and we love to make sure our students are very successful in any career that they choose. So although I love talking about my alma mater, it's always an honor and a privilege to see what others think of us. So we were featured in the College That Changed Lives by Lauren Pope. The Princeton Review include in the best run colleges according to the 2021 edition. And we were also featured in the best colleges U.S. News regional rankings. We were in the top 20. And finally, here you are home. And we do have a net calculator if you would like to see how much you will be receiving for your admission here. So the price of our university is about $45,990, but that's before any financial aid. All of our students are covered by financial aid and of course the merit scholarship. So with all that being included into your price, the price is about $24,000, which is about your average at the university. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, next up we have George Mason University.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Please bear with me. I am getting over a cold. You can probably tell from my voice, but it's nice to speak with you all today. My name is Alexis Jenkins. I am in my 4th year as an admissions counselor at George Mason University. I'm also a Mason alum, class of 2017, and I will go ahead and launch in. So some of our quick facts are listed on this slide. We are the largest public university in the state of Virginia, and we are an R1 research university. Only about 130 other universities hold that ranking in research. And at Mason, we have a lot of research opportunities that range from working as a research assistant or doing individual research that is funded by the university. We have about 39,000 students total, and about 27,000 of those students are undergraduates. We have the youngest law school in the top 50 in the country, the 2nd largest residential campus in Virginia. We have about 6,200 beds on campus for our students. And right now we're at about 90% capacity for housing with COVID. And we have students from all 50 states and 139 different countries. So we very much consider ourselves an international school, and we celebrate all the different cultures represented on our campus. We have over 100 undergraduate majors to choose from and over 200 minors and concentrations. At Mason, you have until the end of your sophomore year to declare your major officially. So you have time to figure it out if you don't know right now. We also have over 140 accelerated master's programs, which allow you to get 2 degrees within 5 years. We also have a 3+3 program with our law school, so you can get your JD within 6 years. Mason Core is what we call our general education classes. So when you hear Mason Core, we're just referring to those regular gen eds like English 100, IT 100, etc. If you are a student in our honors college, the honors curriculum replaces the Mason Core. So you would be taking honors classes instead of Mason Core. Experiential learning we define as research, internships, and or study abroad. About 76% of our students are involved in at least one of these things by the time they graduate. Academic advising, I always just say no matter where you end up going to college, make sure you go and talk to your academic advisor at least once a semester. They're a very important resource for you. At Mason, you'll have an academic advisor for each part of your education. So you'll have one for your major. If you have a minor, you'll have one for that. And if you're in the honors college, you have an advisor in there as well. Our average class size is 25 to 35 students, and our student to faculty ratio is 16:1. Our location is a huge advantage for our students. We're located 15 miles out from downtown DC, so we're very close to the city. It's very easy as well to get into the city from campus. So on the map here, you have a purple line. That is our bus route from campus to the nearest metro station, which is Vienna. It's the end of the orange line. If you're not familiar with the DC metro system, it's very easy to become familiar with it when you're coming from the end of a line. You can go into the city, do an internship, explore what's around town. And then if you realize you don't know where you are, if you throw a rock, you can hit a metro station. They're pretty much everywhere, but you can ride any color train until you reach a station that has orange, switch over and take that all the way back to Vienna. Our community, we actually have over 500 clubs and organizations now, and we have about 20 Division I teams for sports and a bunch of other sports as well, club and intramural level. 2 of my favorite club sports to mention are Quidditch and underwater hockey, just because I think those are really fun. We also have the #1 pep band in the entire country. I'm not making that up. That's actually rated by the NCAA. They're called the Green Machine. There's about 300 students in the Green Machine. Students can either play an instrument for them. That's ranging from a triangle to a harp to electric guitars, pianos, everything else you could ever think of. We also have a dance team with the Green Machine. So you can dance if you would like. They have singers and rappers, and they have students who do sound engineering for them. And you don't have to be a music major to be part of the Green Machine. And then just to go over our application process, you may apply to Mason either through the common application or the Mason application. Either one is fine. We don't have a preference of one over the other. They're all the same questions on both applications. We do a holistic review of your application, which means we're taking everything you've submitted to us in consideration when we're reviewing everything. So for example, your high school transcript, I don't just want to see what GPA you got. I want to see what classes you took and how you got to that GPA. So what your grade trends look like over time. We're also keeping context in mind. For example, the fact that we are still in the middle of a global pandemic, and last year a lot of schools were virtual. So we are taking a very human approach with that and understanding that some students just did not thrive in the virtual environment, and that's okay. For standardized test scores, we are a score optional school, and we have been so for over 10 years at this point. That's not new for us. So you're welcome to apply without scores, and you can still be considered for merit-based scholarships and for the honors college without test scores. But if you do submit test scores, we super score the SAT, meaning we take the highest score of each section if you took it more than once. And for the ACT, we take the highest composite score if you took it more than once. The essay is optional for students who are applying with test scores, but it will require you to submit it if you're applying without test scores. It is a 200 to 400 word essay asking why college and why Mason. Very easy essay to fill out. It gives us a little bit more information from your end on who you are and why you're interested in college. I recommend that all students who are applying write this essay for their application. Letters of recommendation, there can be 2 to 3 of those. They can come from teachers, counselors, and or community members. So if you have a tutor, coach, part-time job supervisor, any of those people can write a letter of recommendation for you. Honors College, there's a required essay. It's 500 words maximum, and we also highly recommend submitting a resume. And then for College of Visual and Performing Arts, we have audition or portfolio requirements, which are listed on the College of Visual and Performing Arts website. These are average numbers, GPA, SAT, ACT. So average GPA is 3.3 to 3.9 on a 4.0 weighted scale. Average SAT is 1100 to 1210 super scored. Average ACT is 23 to 29 composite. I keep highlighting average because, like I said, we're a holistic review school. And I would just like to point out, with score optional, we had two big changes this past year. Homeschool students may now apply score optional, and College of Engineering and Computing students may now apply score optional as well if they would like. We just need to see math proficiency either based on the classes you've taken in high school or based on your test scores. If you don't meet math proficiency either of those ways, it doesn't mean you don't get into Mason. It just means you'd probably come in as an undecided engineering student and have to take prerequisites before declaring your major officially. And then last but not least, our deadlines. Early action is November 1st. That's a non-binding deadline. Students who apply early action and want to be considered for the Honors College will get priority consideration for that. And then all early action applicants are automatically considered for merit-based scholarships. And all early action students will hear back from us mid-December. And now, of course, we are past November 1st, so we are in the regular decision time frame. So students have until February 1st to apply regular decision and notifications on a rolling basis. So basically, once we've finished early action applications, we will move to reading regular decision applications. If there are spots left in the Honors College, we will consider those students for them. And if there's any scholarship money left over, we'll consider those students for that. So I always recommend just going ahead and applying honors and everything if you still would like to be considered for that stuff. And then for financial aid, the FAFSA, our priority deadline is February 1st. But that was all. Thank you all for having me.
Thanks so much. All right, next up we have Mary Baldwin University.
All right. Hello, everyone. Just so you know, I hope you would bear with me as well, as I am currently getting over a cold. But yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Gilbert. I'm a first-year admissions counselor at Mary Baldwin University, located in Stanton, Virginia. I want to start off with what's really important to us at MBU, and that's our students. Our goal is to help you find your fit and what works for you. Michaela is a student who found hers here, and this is what she had to say about us. I dealt with a lot of insecurity in middle school and in high school, and I was content to hide in the background of every class. Coming to MBU, where some of my classes only had about 12 people, meant that I was given the chance to speak up and feel comfortable sharing my thoughts among a class filled with my peers. If you're looking for a school that will make you as an individual feel special, then MBU is the place for you. Mary Baldwin is located 1 block away from downtown Stanton, which was voted one of the top 20 best small towns in America, as well as one of America's best main streets. MBU is one of the most ethnically diverse campuses. Our class of 2022 are 58% students of color, and our campus is represented by students from 39 states and 6 different countries. Here at Mary Baldwin University, our students come first. We have wonderful academic opportunities from the moment you step foot on campus. Students are able to complete internships as early as their freshman year, and for senior year, they all complete a senior capstone project. We have many leadership opportunities on campus available to students and over 50 different clubs and organizations, as well as Division III athletics. Here at MBU, we offer over 50 different majors and minors, as well as 11 graduate degree programs. We have roughly 1,000 undergraduate students and an average class size of about 17. With an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, class sizes are expected to be small. You'll be given the opportunity to connect with your professors and students on a more engaging level. Our goal is to make sure that you're a great fit for the university, all while finding your calling while you're here. In 1842, Mary Baldwin University proudly started as an all-women's college to teach women to strive forward in life. To keep these enriching programs alive, we are proud to offer a few distinctive programs for women at MBU. Our College for Women is a unique program available exclusively to young women at Mary Baldwin. This program is a women-centered program that helps students strengths and develops leadership skills. Another great opportunity we have at MBU is our VBO program. VWIL stands for the Virginia Women's Institute for Leadership, and it's the nation's only all-female cadet corps in the country. This program builds leadership skills as well as prepares students to enter into the military upon graduation as an officer if they choose to serve. Additionally, MBU offers a unique leadership program specifically designed for African American women. Ida B. Wells is a community for women of African descent who want to explore culture, identity, leadership, and civic engagement as the foundation for their active participation in the college community. Our applications are open and you're available to apply through our website, and we are also available on the Common App. It's free to apply to MBU, and we operate under rolling admissions. Once we receive your application, you can expect to hear an admissions decision within just 2 weeks. We are test optional, so we do not require SAT or ACT scores. However, there's an option in the application form to include them if you'd like to. Personal essays are recommended but not required, and the typical student tends to have A's and B's on their transcript. Our goal at Mary Baldwin is to provide you an affordable education. All students who are accepted and attend MBU in-seat receive merit scholarships based on their GPA. This year, our merit scholarships range from $16,000 to $22,000, and you'll get this amount every year you attend Mary Baldwin. 95% of our students receive some form of financial aid and scholarships, and students can start expecting financial aid packages as early as late November. All right, thank you all so much for attending. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out. I would love to hear from you.
Thank you so much. All right, next up, we have Germanna Community College.
Good afternoon. My name is Samantha Romano. I'm with Germanna Community College. I'm a college recruiter here at Germanna, and I'm so happy to join you this afternoon. So meet Germanna. Germanna is your community college. We serve the counties of Caroline, Culpeper, the city of Fredericksburg, King George, Madison, Orange, Pennsylvania, and Stafford counties in Virginia. And of course, we also serve our students online everywhere. So a little bit about Germanna. We are a top-ranked community college in Virginia and around the country. We offer 60+ certificates and associate degree programs. Typically, we serve about 12,000+ students annually, and we are a third of the cost of most Virginia four-year colleges and universities. We are fully accredited, which means that you're still receiving a high-quality education at a fraction of the cost. We are, of course, a military-friendly school, so if you are military affiliated, we definitely want to know about that as well. So we are a college, a community college, and typically our students complete the first 2 years of their bachelor's degree, and then they transfer to one of our 45+ transfer partners. Because of our close proximity in Fredericksburg to the University of Mary Washington, we are #1 to Mary Washington in transfers. We are, again, a third of the cost of most Virginia four-year public schools, so you can do the first 2 years of your bachelor's degree and then transfer to that stream school of your choice. So you get all of your general education classes done and completed, and then transfer seamlessly as a junior over to that four-year school. There's no then application fees at that four-year school and no transfer requirements that you have to meet. It's a seamless transfer by completing our guaranteed admissions agreements at Germanna. We also offer our College Everywhere program. And this program, you can complete your degree 100% online. Typically, our degrees are completed in 2 years. However, with this program, you complete your 2-year degree in half the time in just 1 year. It is designed for working adults and motivated students, and we offer this program in accounting, business administration, business management, general studies and liberal arts, information systems, cybersecurity, and our pre-bachelor's of science. We offer this as a typical semester is 15 weeks, and then we split you up into fast 5-week and 7-week class sessions within that 15-week semester. At our school at Germanna, we do fully support our students. We offer tutoring and academic support. So if you need any help throughout your time at Germanna, you have full access to our Academic Center for Excellence. With that, you get 2 free one-on-one sessions per week as a student. And then we also offer tutoring outside the normal office hours. So if you're struggling and you're working on your paper at 2 a.m., there will be somebody to help you at Germanna. We have an amazing library and research help on our campuses. So if you're having any trouble finding resources for that paper that you're writing, or you need help with the citations that you need to do, our library and our researchers on our campus are happy to help our students. We do have an active student life at Germanna. Even though we are a community college, there is oftentimes some confusion if there is a student life. Our SGA is amazing, and they really want our students to have that same type of atmosphere that you would find at a four-year institution. Just a few weeks ago, we were out playing kickball against the students, and the students beat us, the staff members. And we also offer a Germanna Cares program. This is everything that's not included in your academics. So if you need help, you're on your way to campus and your tire goes flat, there is a program that will help our students repair or replace that tire. We offer disability support services through our Office of Accessibility Resources. And what that means is if you have a 504, IEP, or any accommodations in high school, we are happy to make those accommodations here at Germanna Community College. And we'll work with you through our Office of Accessibility Resources to be the liaison between you and your professors while at Germanna. We offer counseling services, as we know the past few years have been difficult, and we want to continue to support our students in any way we can. And of course, as I mentioned, we are military and veteran friendly schools. So if you're affiliated with the military, we want to know about it. Our military and veteran services is your one-stop shop here at Germanna Community College. They'll help you enroll in college, and they'll help you get you scheduled in your classes here at Germanna. The ways to pay. We accept military benefits. So if you're military affiliated, we want to know about that. Oftentimes there are employer assistance programs through employers. I know Starbucks and Target typically do some sort of tuition reimbursement, but other employers may as well. We accept financial aid, so please fill out the Fafsa as soon as possible. That could open you up to work study opportunities, loans, and grants. We have our own scholarship, and we accept outside scholarships. So if you're affiliated with any outside organizations or religious organizations, we accept those scholarships as well. We also set up payment plans if you would like. And if you're interested in non-traditional schooling, becoming an electrician, a CDL driver, or a plumber, we also offer 2 grant programs through Fast Forward grants and Fantic grants as well. So we also offer non-traditional school as well for students. And then we have a great new program called our Germanna G3 program, and that could allow you to attend Germanna tuition free. So you're ready for Germanna. There are no deadlines to apply at Germanna. There's no application fees or minimum GPAs. So that leads to very little debt and a lot less worry. There are a few schools or a few programs at Germanna through our health sciences that do require minimum GPAs and a selective admissions process, but we're happy to help you work through that process. It takes about 15 minutes to apply, and we hope you decide to join us here at Germanna today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Alrighty, I am going to bring us to a close here. So I'm going to send a big shout out to all of our presenters. Thank you so much for your time today, putting everything together and presenting. And thank you to our participants for being with us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick survey, and we really appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions, and you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. So thank you again so much for spending the day with us. Have a great one.